Greetings everybody to Psychology of the Workplace, Assumption College. I'm Professor Lynn and we are ready to begin the course. Sorry that the summer is over. I figured that I would turn around and give a brief tutorial. Many of you have had me in prior online courses, so you're pretty well versed in how I like to run the courses. Others that are joining me for the first time, I'm going to give you a little bit of a run through so that you get the most out of the online course. For those of you that have had me in class, you know that I like to use humor. I like to turn around and be very interactive, so I try to make that happen as well in the online course. So let me give you a little bit of a brief tutorial to show you how to navigate through the class. Here we are in the online class, and probably every week I will turn around and put in a new image. Over here on the left hand side we have the tabs. The announcement tab, where I'll make announcements periodically. Usually it's me saying I'm getting caught up on getting your grades done, uploading notes, etc. So I think it's become sort of a what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of a joke among all the students that I tend to fall a day or so behind in uploading my notes. But in any event, over here is the syllabus. You click on syllabus. And my syllabus will pop up and it'll take you through pretty much everything. Gives you the text that we're going to be using, Psychology and Work Today, Schultz and Schultz. It's the 10th edition. It tells you all of the assignments that are going to be required. And then I give a sort of a synopsis of due dates and what's going to be going on in that particular week. Second important feature to know is the handout, and this is where I will turn around and post the lecture notes, and they will grow each week. Usually I'll post notes once or twice each week. You simply click on, hit open, notes pop up. However, some of the links will not work if you view them in this format, so you need to actually take it a step further and simply view in slideshow format, so that comes full screen. Or you go to the upper left hand side and we click on slideshow, view from the beginning, and there we go. So then what you do from here is you turn around and you just simply click or scroll. And what I'm trying to do is actually have a conversation with you, much like I would in a live class, where I want you to read the slides, think about things. I want you to be reading the text, because the way that my notes are set up, I've written it to kind of take you through as a guide through the text. Okay? And I threw in a few little annoying functions as well. Bear with me. And then what I like to do is turn around and embed videos. And I use a lot of YouTube. It's there, it's out in the public domain, it's easy enough to find. But the reason that I use the videos is to help illustrate either a point that I'm trying to make or a point that the authors are trying to make, etc. And what I do is I have them embedded in here, and you simply click on and go from there. So for example, here's one to really understand. Click here. It'll bring you to an article I'm looking for you to turn around and read. Find a YouTube one coming up. Let's see. Simply click on. You need an internet connection.
Elections, and the ad blitz has officially begun.
And that's how you navigate through my lecture notes. Eventually, I'll turn around and tell you to go and do something, like comment on an article or go to the discussion board and make a response there. And I have an example of that somewhere in here. Bear with me. Sorry. Where did I embed it? Well, anyway, you'll see it in the slide. I'm not going to bore you with me trying to find out where it is. But I actually tell you to turn around and go to the discussion board and make a comment. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, there we go. Okay, so you'd simply be scrolling along, and all of a sudden you'll see go to discussion board and participate in discussion thread 1. That tells you that you need to go and do something, and so for there you would go to the discussion board. Over here on the left hand side, the discussion board, and this is where I'll turn around and I'll post a lot of discussion threads. And when I say a lot of discussion threads, I post a lot of discussion threads. One of the first things that you're going to want to do is actually click in and tell me a little bit about yourself. You'd simply click in and add a thread. Go from there. And in terms of the actual discussion thread, so what are your thoughts about working in the same job for the same company for 30 years? You would click on and you would respond. So it's fairly cut and dry. Tells you exactly what to do. I take a lot of mystery out of the online class, and you're going to see a lot of material appear over the course of the next 11 weeks that we have together. So, welcome everybody, and I will post videos periodically to keep an interaction between us, keep the class lively. As always, if there are any questions, please reach out to me at mytf.lin@assumption.edu, and I'll see you in the classroom.